Now we go here. And it looks like we are live. And we are. Welcome everybody to the A.I.R Racing League. Race number 2 coming to you live from Sonoma Raceway. And I did not do it next week, but we're going to kick it off right here. We want to give a big shout out to the new league sponsor, Doobie. I really hope I'm saying that right. Doobie. Clean energy drink, kind of like a Gamer Subs kind of thing, except better. Newly part of the team here at A.I.R Racing League, so we look forward to shouting them out throughout the rest of this season. And if you we actually have our own discount code where if you type in A.I.R League, you get 20% off your order. So definitely make sure to take advantage of that, as I am now going to wait for us to go live, and they're going live now. And they are green at Sonoma. Sir Gillian starts on pole. Digibuds trying to jump to the early lead. There's contact up the hill. Digibuds breaks out to the early lead. I'm telling you what's going on the stream that I can see with the battle for the lead. Digibuds now on his breakaway. And now Sir Gillian starting to reel him in, as we are now in the race. And here it is with Sir Gillian's on the tail of Digibuds. Behind them you have the 20 of Federico in third. 4 of Involved Tents. Had a good run last week. Can he repeat it here? Right now running in the 4th spot. Behind him is, I believe it is, now the 24 of JRC Indy. JE trying to squeak through, but JFK's Cranium falls to 6th. Indy now inside the top 5. The 88 lost a ton of time. Now he sits 7th. The 9 of Tristan Dobbs sits in the 8th position. And Yokeman rounds out the field in 9th. We've jumped back to Sir Gillian's in 2nd, trying to run down the 41. Oh, there's a car off. It's the 20. Federico, and now here comes the 4. Involved Tents. Can't get him here. We go back to the lead as the 19 closes in on the 41. Had a shot to his inside. You saw it, but couldn't capitalize on it. Now getting desperate with the moves, hitting every turtle section in every corner. Oh, the 41 shoots it wide, gives the 19 room. The battle for the lead is on. Side by side as they come to the line. Sir Gillian's leads the lap, and he'll lead him up the hill. Into the dirt. Can he keep it straight? He does. Move the 19 to the lead. Digibudge falls down to 2nd. Involved 10 still all over the back of Federico, but here comes the 24 of JRC Indy running 5th. He wants a part of the fight. From a guy who talked. Oh, and the 19 loses the lead to the 41. The 41 really good here through this S section. He'll come through and take the lead back. Digibuds now has to hold off Sir Gillians again. Sir Gillians charges it. Takes a wide corner to get a sharp exit. Does not work. The 41 keeps his distance. Now, the 20, the 4, and the 24 have really put some distance between each other, so we go back to the lead fight. These two might not stay off each other the whole race. This could be a battle between themselves. As we are now coming to the 4th lap here in stage 1. 12 total laps in the first stage. We are now a third of the way through. Ooh, the 41 runs it low. The 19 stays cautious. Now loses a ton of time because of it, but he's quick to gain it back. Keeping your nose clean is the key to road course. Making sure you're... Oh, the 41! Up into the dirt! The line to the 19! Digibuds gets super loose through that downhill section, and he'll give the lead back to Gillians. But he's been good through here, and he is back on the bumper. Gillians takes the line away. But Digibud's showing he's got speed in the S's, but now Gillian's showing what he's made of. Now with the clean air to his nose. Oh, and what happened to the 24? He lost a ton of time to the 20 and the 4. JRC Indy losing a bit of time to Involved Tents and Federico. Meanwhile, these guys in the back just trying to keep their nose clean. But now the 24 comes down pit road. The 53 on pit road already. The 19, the 41 stay on track. I think actually the 53 might be done. You see the damage. Might have been too much. So now 8 cars left in the field. The 19. Oh, Sir Gillians. Trying to keep it on the track. He does. Now he's actually starting to gap the 41 of Digi. Digi might have tried too hard to keep his stuff, or put too much strain on those tires. Probably cooked it and now can't keep up with the 19 of Gillians. Meanwhile, they stay out while the 24 has already come down for his first green flag stop. And I do not know road courses that well, so I don't know how long you can go on a tank of fuel here at Sonoma. So we'll see if anybody else follows through. You got 7 laps to go here. Oh, look at this! The 4 of Involved Tents trying to dive the 20 of Federico. Can't make it stick. Federico holds 3rd. And now look at this. As soon as I thought Digibuds was out of the fight, he's back in it. He's had trouble, though, through this downhill portion. And back up the hill. He makes it stick in the 19. Now shows the inside. He buries it, hits the turtle section. Can't make it stick. The 41. Back to the point. And these two just cannot stay off each other. The 20. Look at the damage he has on that car. Here comes the 4. Involved Tense trying to make his way back to the 20, and you have to assume that because everybody else is staying out, that maybe the JRC Indy pitting might not have been a strategy call. Yeah, because Sir Gillians can make it to the end by a lap. We'll see if Phantoms haunt road courses. As while these two are fighting right now, we still have time left in this stage. Let's see a little rundown of the point scenario. Tristan Dobbs currently still sits as your points leader, which is why he's pretty all right with not pushing it too hard at a road course right now. He is well and clear into the next round. Still with that one win. JRC Indy behind him by 33. And Mudweiser down a point to JRC Indy, tied for wins. Mudweiser still has him on stage wins. Indy has him on podiums, top 5s. All that is where the point matters. JFK's Cranium sits behind. Oh, sorry, JE Racing sits behind. Damn it, wow, I'm jumping way down. Sir Gillian sits 4th. 549, he sits 36 behind the 12 of Mudweiser, who's also not here today. JE sits down 14 from Sir Gillian's. Right there in that 5th spot, he rounds out the top 5 in points. We have 5 to go here in stage number 1. JFK's Cranium is the first one to take a huge dip off of the top 5. He sits about 74. As we saw a little sneak for the lead there, Sir Gillian showed the nose to the inside of Digi, couldn't make it stick. But yeah, he sits 74 points behind 5th and 6th is JFK's Cranium. Still has the Daytona win, but Digibuds sits 7th right now. And right now on the track sits currently leading. He's actually about 127 off of JFK's Cranium, but he has 3 wins, 4 stage points, combined with 4 podiums and 5 top 5s. And now drops to 2nd as Sir Gillian takes the lead. But Digi quick back to the inside. And Digi can't make it stick on the bottom. Gillians has the run into the S's. Oh, trying to block the crossover, but messes up his line. Digi unable to capitalize. Gillians holds the lead. As we come now to 3 to go here into the massive braking zone. Now 3 laps to go. Now we go back to scrolling down the points below Digibuds' Bullseye, who I do not think is still serving his suspension, so he's gonna drop below the bottom 4. Yokeman sits 8th. Federico trying to work himself. And oh, Gillian's way off! Oh no, he lost. Actually didn't lose a whole bunch of time to the 41. He's still in the lead fight. But cooks it into the downhill section. But gets a huge run. He's going to show the inside. Breaks early. The 41 of Digi might have taken too much. But it actually works out. And look at the run he's going to get on the 19. Car length and a half now between Digibuds and Sir Gillian's. But yeah, Federico sits 10th, trying to work himself out of the whole points hole that he is in. Because right now he currently runs in the 3rd spot. Where is the 4? Oh no, he runs 4th. Something happened between him and involved 10s to where Federico is miles behind him. So we're just going to stick to the lead fight. 2 to go in stage 1. That is your points rundown of the A.I.R Racing League. Want to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. None that are racing currently or that have shown up in the recent weeks. So now we go back to the racing action as the focus. Sir Gillian's taking the lead back as he tries to hold off Digi going into the S's. The back and forth between these two has been something to watch, even though I have caught everything that happens after the fact. But now we're dead focused on this fight as we are coming to the white flag, now approaching the heavy braking zone. Now the 19 starting to gap him as this is the white flag lap in stage number 1. Still not even halfway through. Now the tricky downhill portion, the 41 sends it in. Loses a car length on the 19 of Gillian's. Trying to make something happen. Fuel now becoming an issue. The lights are on. Oh, contact between Gillian and Digi. Digi tried to stick his nose down. And now has to work his way back through the S's. Gillian's cooks it. Here comes the 41 of Digi back. The 19 with the block. They're both in the dirt. The 41 has to save it from hitting the fire trucks. The 41 cooks it into the heavy braking zone. Pushes the 19 up high. There's contact. Gillians comes around the final corner. He will win stage 1. Digibuds in second. The 4 of Involved Tents will finish third. Federico will finish fourth, and JE Racing in the 88 will round out your top 5 here in stage 1. Now we wait for them to get through their pit cycles. And we'll see what kind of shakeups we'll see to start stage number 2. On it. And now the 19 of Gillian starts on pole, as is where he was, but the 4 of Involved Tents was able to jump to second. He's got the top 5 speed, but Gillian's is off. Oh, and loses a ton of time. Almost makes contact with a 3 of Cranium. He'll lose a spot to the 3. A terrible start to stage 2 for the 19 of Gillian's. Meanwhile, look who's now in third. Oh, their contact behind them, but they stay straight. The 3 in the wall. And look at this, JRC Indy in third, but we go to the fight for the lead with the 4 of Involved Tents. Does he have anything for the 41? 41 still going for the high entry, and it pays off. The 4 gets loose and squirrely there on the inside line, and now has a mirror full of JRC Indy. And now the 19 of Gillian's trying to work his way back up through the field. He's up to 4th. And now looks to the inside of Indy. Gillian's might take 2 here. And he does. Oh, but not without a challenge. Indy to his inside, but the 19 has the runoff. Indy sticks to 3rd, but Gillian's moves to 2nd. And now has a metaphorical uphill climb as he goes up the hill. As he is a good bit behind the 41 of Digi. And now going through the dirt allows Indy back into the picture. They make contact. Now the tricky downhill portion. Oh, still making contact between the 2. This is what the 41 wants to see. Are these drivers going toe-to-toe? Look at the lead he has now over the 19. Now we hit the S's. Oh, Gillian's trying some heavy cornering through the S's. Oh, not as hard as Indy is, though. He's in the dirt, but he sticks in 3rd. 4 cooks it. Gets challenged by the 20 of Federico. Now these two side by side for the 4th position. The 4 of Involved Tents able to break through, but not without another challenge. The 20 back to his inside. Heavy contact through the uphill S's. The 4 of Federico stays there in the 4th spot, but gets squirrely. Now the 41 in the downhill section. 19 there as well, but he struggles on the entry. He managed to bring it back. Right now the gap, 3 seconds between Gillians and Digi. That was at the top of the downhill section. And it actually the gap got larger. Now as they go into the S's, starts to level out. About 3.3. Well, I just saw the lap count of how many there are to go. 3 seconds still the gap, 6 to go. Oh, the 19 gets squirrely. Here comes the 24. JRC Indy. Apparently, phantoms do haunt road courses as well. Stage 2, only 9 laps. That means we're going to have a lengthy third stage to finish this one off. But now the gap between Gillians and Digi over 4 seconds as they went through the downhill section. Got it back to within 3. Now as they went through the S's, it was about 3.5. And now, oh, contact between Indy and Gillians. Gillians got to take the inside. Indy stays outside, but Indy with the run, and he'll hold on to second. 5 to go. Now Gillians through the uphill. Takes back second. And the gap over 4 seconds between him and Digibuds. Oh, cuts the nose off the 24. Oh, the 19 hard off the track. The 24 is through. Federico is through. The 19 struggling, trying to make his way up through the field. As the 88 wants to do hill climbing. Now Indy, with no pressure from behind, can focus on what's out his windshield. The 20 of Federico trying to hold off the 19, but how long will that go? Will it just be through the heavy braking zone? Meanwhile, JRC Indy continues to run a good click ahead of these two. Oh, Federico! Cooks it. That's going to kill his top 3 run. Now it is the 24 and the 19 left to duke it out. As 8.5 seconds is the gap between Digi and Gillians, who runs third. Oh, and Gillians off again! In a section he was doing so well in stage 1. Now finds himself struggling. That allows the 24 to break farther away. There you see ahead the 41 of Digi. Continuing. And it's a win, and you're in. So the 41 of Digibuds would not have to worry. Federico needs a win. I wouldn't say he needs a win, but a win would definitely help move him through to the next round. Sir Gillian's now getting back to the 24 of Indy, trying to make up the ground he lost through the downhill. The downhill U. What a job here by this 41. He's coming to 2 laps to go here in stage 1 or 2 to get us through to the final stage. Putting on what can only be described as a clinic. Still over 9 seconds between the 41 and the 19 who runs third. Eight of 9 laps here at Sonoma completed. And this 24 is, I think, even surprising himself. Running second, JRC Indy was not high on Sonoma. He was really dreading this race, but right now he's got to be happy with where he's at, running second. And this 41, he's really, ever since coming into the league, he has been a contender for the win at almost every track we've gone to. So we gotta show kudos to Digibuds. Right now, showing that he's the road course warrior and shan't be messed with, as he'll come around through the S's, approach that heavy braking zone. There's nobody within camera shot of him. Digibuds will come around this, the 1 to go in stage number 2. Meanwhile, the 19 closes back in on the 24. He has 1 lap to get second. And he is all over the bumper of Indy. Gets caught in the dirt, though. Spins the tires trying to get the power down. Still has about half a lap. So Gillians now seems to have figured out that downhill. Indy in the dirt. That allows the 19 of Gillians through. Takes a wide angle. The 24 there as well. They're side by side as they go into the S's. The 41 just exiting. The 19 and the Turtle hops into the 24. Indy back to second. Meanwhile, we go to the 41. He's coming through the heavy braking zone, but they are side by side here for second. Gillians, oh, turned! The 41, your winner of stage 1. Sir Gillians will come across. He'll come second. As the 24 will finish that stage in third. Now, if Gillians can have the pit stop he needs, we'll see if he can hold pace with the 41. Oh, and we see strategy. The 9, Tristan Dobbs. He'll start in the front, but it already goes wrong. Dobbs in the dirt. Indy in the wall, or not Indy, JE in the wall. JRC Indy, now your leader. Oh, the 19! He's in the dirt! Oh, gets hit from behind, sends him into the dirt. Oh, the 4 of Involved Tense. Now your race leader gets by the 24 of Indy. And now look who's coming through. It is the 41 of Digi. Underneath the 24, hard contact with the 4. Gives up the lead to the 24 of Indy. The 19 now by the 20, now trying to get by the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. Moves himself back up to 4th. Trying to see if he can get to the 41 before the 41 can get by the 24. He is looking to his outside. The 24, I think, snagged the wall there. Getting pinched by Digi. Now you see the 19 closing in on this group of 3. I was listening on the radio chatter, seeing if there's any drama. But nope, everybody keeping a level head right now. Everybody laser focused. Oh, the 20! As I say that, goes for some sand running. As this is gonna be a hole. The 19! Oh, he took a heavy spin. Look at the damage on the hood of Sir Gillians. The 41 breaking away from Indy. Involved Tense in the 4, losing time to both. As he runs 3rd, the 20 losing time as well. Federico. The 9. Can't honestly tell if he's running 5th. Only because I really can't see anybody else around him. 41 now starting to gap the 24 of Indy. Sir Gillians had a shot, but without a caution, which is highly unlikely here at a road course. There are still green flag pit stops that will be made. strategy still comes into play here, but we'll see how it... Oh, the 41 in the dirt! The 24 to the lead! And Digibuds falls down to second again. Oh, as I watch the 19 stream. Oh, the 4! I think the 4 of Involved Tense is out. He is. The 20 of Federico now in third. Right now, I'm trying to... Now we see the battle for the lead starting to rage on. The 24 in the dirt tries to keep from cutting down on the 41 of Digi. But what a job by this 24 of JRC. Sir Gillian's about 9 seconds removed from, excuse me, about 8 seconds, sorry, from the third place 20 car Federico. Luckily doesn't have a whole lot of structural damage, even though it appears he does. We'll see how much time he can make up. He still has 9 laps left. You have to assume he won't be fixing that damage to try and keep his time on pit road as short as he can possibly make it. .41 cooks it. The 24 with the block. JRC Indy. 31 laps complete. 32 now. Oh, the 41 underneath. 24 in the dirt moved the 41 of Digibuds back to the lead. We've seen JRC be able to put the pressure on. We'll see if he can keep it applied and force the 41 into another mistake that could put that 24 car back to the point. Oh, and he's trying into the downhill section. He was all over the bumper of Digibuds. But Digi having a great exit. Puts a gap on Indy. Now the gap grows through the S's. As Sir Gillians has cut his time to third down about 1.5 seconds right now. So the 19 is charging back. If he can keep running the same lap time he's running, not push anything too hard, he might just be within a shot and have a little bit of room for some pit road strategies. I could really put him back in this one. Now the gap 7.3 to that 20 of Federico behind the 24 of Indy and the 41 of Digi. So he is closing the gap and it continues to fall. As now we see that he's reporting to the crew chief high engine temps. And the 19, oh, the 41 and the 24 come together. Digibud's able to break through. Oh, the 24 is around. The 20 makes contact. Oh, and from what it was a strong run by the 24. The 41. Now no challengers. And now the gap from Indy to the 19 of Gillian's now just 3 seconds. Federico is now 6, under 6 away from the 19. Now Federico runs second. Able to capitalize on the misfortunes of others for the benefit of his own. Is this run by the 19 is something to behold, trying to work his way back up to the 24 of Indy. Right now, the gap between Indy and Gillian's has ceased shrinking. And 24 with a good S's starts to break away from Gillian's, but the 20 is not going away from Digi. He is sticking right with him. Federico might be picking up some tips from how the 41's running. That could benefit him. Federico, like we said earlier, could really benefit from a good points day. So him running second is exactly where he wants to be. He would love to be in the lead, but not pushing it, running staying consistent, running his lap times is exactly what that 20 needs to do. And he actually closed in on Digibudge through that downhill section. So what he's doing is working. And he is really there. Look at the 20 of Federico to the lead. A beatered and battered DeWalt Toyota up against the crystal clean 41 of Digibuds. Oh, Sir Gillian's saves it from going around, cooks it through the S's. And that will lose him all the time he's been trying to regain. As the 20 of Federico is breaking away. Digibuds, 9.5 seconds ahead of the 19 of Sir Gillian. Sir Gillian's might be starting to panic. But what about the 20 of Federico? Not only has gone to the 41 of Digi, oh, he's around! Man, as soon as you start talking nice, but here he comes back to the inside of the 41. Indy follows the same fate. This is where the 20 got the 41 last time, had a good run here through that tight section. He's going to stick in line with the 41 here. No, but he did have a run as they entered these S's. But what a job by the 20 of Federico. There you see the 9. Tristan Dobbs coming down pit road. 20 is there with him through the heavy braking zone. The 41 trying to force him wide. He does, but the 20, if he can stay there, will be set up perfectly for the uphill section. Oh, but might have cooked it too much, and he did. Had to hit the brakes, and now he's around. Ghosted to let the 24 through in what was looking like a terrific run by Federico. He had a car that could outmatch this 41, but now the 24 back to the second position. He is behind Digibuds by 3.5 seconds. 2.5 separates the 19 from the 24, but now the 20 of Federico has something to say. He was having a fantastic run and he wants to get back to it. He has to get by the 19, and he does as they go through the S's. Oh boy! Contact made because they both had trouble. We are about 3 laps away, potentially, from seeing these drivers come down pit road. What about the Phantom and JRC Indy? That car is about as clean as it was when it came off the trailer. 18 laps to go, and we've seen inconsistencies from all these drivers on track right now. Right now, Federico finally gets by the 19 of Sir Killian's. He takes back third. We'll see how he does on his march back to the 24. That looks like it's the 88 of JE in front of the 41, and it is. Digibuds trying to get by the 88. 88 pulls up out of the way of the 41, lets him go through. Does not want to be involved in the fight of the leaders. This 20 car continues his march back from the spin. Federico gapping the 19. The 19, since he had that massive crash through the downhill section, has not been the same. As the 24 really starting to lose time on the 41 of Digibuds. Oh, and that's not good for him. Oh, the 20's able to go through. Federico back to second. JRC Indy having trouble getting the car to go where he wants it to. He drops all the way to fourth. Oh, Gillian's. Oh, Gillian's having the same trouble. Oh, pancakes. The inside wall, tries to overcorrect it, saves it from spinning. Indy now down pit road. Are we going to see the 19 follow him down? We do. 41 stays out. The 20 stays out. Driver's trying to short pit. We'll see how that goes. Federico now sees the 88 in his sights. The 41 is there. The 20 had the speed to get to him once. Does he have it in him again? Oh, cooked it too hard in the first section of the S's. Had to back up. The 41 not coming down this time. The 20 will. 20 looking to try the short pit strategy. We'll see if it works. Indy Gillian's back on track. But with the fresh equipment, Gillian's elected to repair his damage, or at least on his stream he did, which is why he is so far behind the 24 of Indy. So now it's all down to the 41 of Digi, the 20 in for what may be his final pit stop. And the 20 taking his sweet time on pit road. I think repairing the damage might be his downfall here, as he's now out. And the 41 will have to see what he does. And he elects now to make his stop. $15 to go. They do not have enough to make it to the end of this one. There will be one last fuel and go at the end. This is the car that we want to focus on here. The 20, as he got out ahead of Indy. Huge for Federico. The 41 still on pit lane. The 20. '41 now off of pit road. The 20 still coming through the S's. The 41 will have a massive advantage on Federico. The 41 will have a massive advantage on the 20. Like a quarter of a lap. Oh yeah, a huge time gained by the 41. Federico spent too much time on pit road, and that might just be a costly error that is too much to overcome. Oh, and now he's off into the dirt. And here comes the 24 of JRC Indy. Couldn't make it stick. And what hurts the 20 the most is inconsistency, or at least at this point is what's hurting him right now. And Indy is seeing a chance to pounce by putting the pressure on the 20. And here he seizes his opportunity. They make contact, but move the 24 through to second, but he is gonna just nick the wall and gives the second spot back to Federico. The 19 of Gillians, about 15 seconds removed from the 20 and the 24 as he stayed on to repair damage. Here comes Indy. Up the hill, around the bend and down. He holds true to second. As I was just missed the official lap count. 13 laps to go. Digibud's in a league of his own right now. Nobody around him for miles. The 24 of JRC Indy takes the second position back. And look at the run he has. Oh my. Holds on to second and now puts a car length plus over that 20 of Federico. Is now Sir Gillian's 12 and a half back from the 20 of Federico, who's actually losing a ton of time to the 24 of Indy. So that is where Indy currently sits. Digibuds way up ahead. Can run whatever lap time he wants. Meanwhile, these two fighting it out for position. Could we be in fuel save? Try and make it to the end and pray others run out. We shall see what that outcome is later. Not too much later. A little on down. Love how on the stream it shows that this hood on the 19 looks immaculate and clean, and on here it looks like he just ran into a brick wall. And this car looks like it hasn't been touched at all throughout the day. Shiny as if it just came off the hauler. Digibuds, though, continuing to lead. The time between third and fourth closing. The time between second and third staying at about 2.3, a little over 2 seconds. The 88 of JE, the car that is ahead. The 24 of Indy, that is not the 41. Or I do not know how far 41 is ahead. I do know we can't see him. '24 cooks it way wide. There you see there at the bottom of the S is that little speck that's going around. That is the 41 of Digi, as he is already in the heavy braking zone. Meanwhile, these guys are now just getting out of the S's. That is Digibus crossing the line there. And this The 24 crossing the line. There, that is the gap between first and second, with the 88 sandwiched in the middle. Now the 24 of Indy has caught the 88. Now he just needs to get behind, or get by the 88 of JE. And he does just that. The 20 of Federico, whatever he had before that green flag stop, it ain't there now, as he is losing considerable time to Indy. You're actually seeing these leaders may be drawn into that 41. The 41 might be in fuel save while everybody else is trying to catch back up to them. And here we go. The 24 down for what is going to be his final stop. The 20 with him as well. '19 stays out. The 41 did not come down. There is the 24. Here comes the 20. This to get them to the end of this one. Do we see the 41 come down this time? No. He elects to stay out. And look at this, a 24. Growing the gap between him and Federico. JRC Indy currently running in the third spot. Sir Gillian's 15 seconds off the 41. I finally know how far away the 41 car is. About 14.4. No, it's the 88 has found the 3 of JFK's cranium, and the 19's got to get by both of them. Oh, the 88 pile driven by the 3. The 19 gets by. Oh my! I'm waiting to hear if that's going to bring out a yellow. It does not appear to be so. We will stay green. The 41 not showing any signs of slowing down, so I am going to go with that is a yes. Sir Gillian's, though, is closing down to about 13 seconds. Was in the 14s. Now down below 13 into the 12s. .1. Digibud's trying to make it to the end. The question is, can those tires hold up? He'd be good on fuel, but the question is, can the tires make it to the end before blowing up? Oh, the 24 doing some BMX in here in the downhill. What happened to the 20 of Federico? He is about 9 seconds. Actually, no, way farther than that. 11 seconds behind the 24 of Indy. And now we see the 19 coming down pit road for his final stop. As there goes the 24, he's on by. And I do believe that the 9 of Tristan Dobbs is done for the day. The 9. The next one out is the 19. Did full tires serviced. Indy 13 seconds ahead. Federico only 3 seconds. So could Federico be trying the save everything you can until the end method? 24 has to be good to go. But we will see. 41 not yet down. .24 miles behind. How much longer can the 41 go? Five laps to go. Digibud's gonna come around and take it to 4. Right now, there's a lot of chatter that he cannot make it to the end, but he's gonna give it everything it's got. JRC Indy trying to continue to close the gap between him and the 41. As I wish I could tell you how large that gap is. But I can't. So, yeah. '41 still on. Now as we're about to come to 3 to go, how much life does this 41 have left in it? It's a 19 and Federico just looked at the stream. They're making a heavy contact. Federico wins the battle. And the 19 might have the winning line. Heavy contact. He gets through. Sir Gillian's through to third. Heavy gap, though, between the 41 and the 24, though. But there's whispers that there might be a pit stop coming. I'm not gonna quote me on that. And it will all come down. Will we see the 41 come down this time? No. This will be 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Digi. The gap, 44 and a half-ish seconds, give or take the half a second, between him and this 24 of JRC Indy. Indy is praying for a blown tire. See the 41 just all of a sudden take a hard spin into the dirt. Can the 41 of Digi go another lap and a half on the set of tires he's got? Through the S's goes the 41. Gap between him and the 24. The 41 coming around the bus stop. White flag, 1 in the air for the 41 of Digibuds. Has put on a clinic all day. The question is, how much life is left? There were questions on whether or not those tires on this 41 are going to be able to make it to the end. Still has about a half a lap to go. And now as we enter the S's, he is just a short bit away. He has put on a clinic this whole race. He has been challenged by the 24 of Indy, by the 19 of Sir Gillian's, by the 20 of Federico. He has a little moment there. He had to start in the middle of the pack at the start of stage 2, but matters not. The 41 of Digibuds is gonna be your winner at Sonoma. The 24 now coming through the S's. JRC Indy gave it everything he had, tried multiple strategies, had multiple chances at the lead. He made the most of it in stage 2 and led a good bit of laps there. But now comes through second place for the 24. It'll be Sir Gillians who will be your third place finisher so long as he makes it through this section. And he does. He makes damn sure he does. He comes across the line through the final bend. 19's going to give the wall a kiss. And absolutely smack it across the line. Sir Gillian's the top 3. Federico will finish 4th. JFK's Cranium will round out your top 5. The 88 of JE Racing will finish 6th. Tristan Dobbs finishes 7th. Involved 10th. 8th and Yokeman will round out your field, finishing in the 9th spot. But this is the guy who dominated all day. Took on all challengers. Bested every bout he was in. Came up through the field when he needed to after a very bad pit stop in under the yellow flag. Actually, yeah, no, under the yellow flag through stage 2 into 3, I believe it was. But matters not to the 41. Dominates the field, a deserving win, and he is through to the next round of these playoffs. And just like he is through to the next round, we are through here. Want to remind everybody that this race was brought to you by W Energy. Remember the promo code A.I.R League for 20% off your order on their website. Definitely give them a shout or give them a look. I did. I'm going to be placing an order here pretty soon. Their stuff is good. Their flavors look fantastic. They have a nice, actually, a really nice bundle that you can get where it is a drink dispenser and 3 trial packs. So definitely give those a shout, as I just got entered into a race that I didn't want to be in. But that will do it for me here. I hope you all had a good time here at the Air Racing League on your Monday night. And we will see you guys later next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. That'll do it for me. Good night, everybody.